in the 24, and John Waters in the 11 out from Whitesville, and Chuck LaFleur rounds out the field. Genesee, you ready for some late model racing? Because we're green. 3 wide already for the 5th position. It's a Bill Holmes sandwich, while Bryce Davis able to clear Wonderling. The 3J, though, able to fight back, but has to pump the brakes there. Bryce Davis off the turn number 4, leads lap 1. Carly, Harding, and Holmes. Let's see if Carly can grab a run underneath the Warsaw native in the 01. Hardy, though, up in the high groove, trying to get that work past Bill Holmes. They drag race into turn 3 for the 5th position. Davis, meanwhile, continues to lead. It was Holmes touching Hardy there at the line by a 1/10 of a second. But this top 2 has checked out of the hotel on Doug Ricotta. They've said see ya. Now it's Jeremy Wonderling trying to pass Bryce Davis for the race lead. Now the winner of this heat race gets the full first for the drawing for the Sunoco Dash. That will happen in the Russian Game Center in just a little bit. How about Holmes trying to grab that 4 spot from Zach Carly? Can he drive his nose in there in turn 2? Yes, he can. They go door to door down the back chute. Jeremy, meanwhile, still trying to grab the race lead. Cross flags flying. Door down. Carly and Holmes rubbing doors there across the start finish line. It was a drag race there with Carly edging out Holmes by about 300ths. The 8 aim to clear the 2C. Hardy trying to fight back and test that 3rd groove out up next to the cushion. Does it work out here in 3 and 4? It does. Hardy past Carly. And that's the race for the 5th spot onto the racetrack. We'll have 2 sticks in the air this time from Mike Wonderling. 2 laps to go, and Davis starting to pull away from Jeremy Wonderling. The gap just about a half second on Mr. Second. Actually puts it up to 8/10 of a second that last time out. Ricotta all by himself in 3rd. Bill Holmes 4th. Kyle Hardy 5th. Zach Carly 6th. Paul Grigsby 7th. John Waters 8th. Chuck LaFleur 9th. Doctor's jacket in the air. 1 lap to go for Bryce Davis. So far off to a good start in that Griswold DTR Services at number 94. Big gap by Jeremy Wonderling. We're watching Kyle Hardy. Took a peek on Bill Holmes, the 8, with some great defense in the center of 3 and 4. Checkers wave. Bryce Davis takes the win in Heat 1. Jeremy Wonderling in 2nd. Doug Ricotta finishes 3rd. Bill Holmes 4th. Kyle Hardy 5th. Zach Carly 6th. Paul Grigsby 7th. John Waters 8th. And Chuck LaFleur 9th. But your winner of FK Rod Ends Beat the Heat number 1 out of Genesee, the Griswold's ETR Services, Davis Electric, Hubertus Services, number 94. How about it for Bryce Davis? Davis, your winner here in heat race number 1. He'll get set to talk with Nate Pittside in just a matter of moments. Just has to go past the scales here first. So Bryce Davis, Jeremy Wonderling transfer in to the Sunoco Dash, which we'll have later on. That will determine who gets pole position for our 30-lap feature. And so as Davis is past the scales, he'll get set to get a quick question from Nate.
I'm down here with Bryce Davis. Bryce, you don't race here very often, but every time you come here, you're super competitive, and this heat race was just exactly that. You held off Jeremy Wonderling, and you were almost ahead of him by a second there at the finish line.
Yeah, we don't run here very often, but when we come here, we have a pretty good notebook of what to do, and we have a pretty good success, and hopefully tonight's the same way.
Awesome. Well, hey, congratulations. Good luck in the dash. Good luck in the feature. Bryce Davis, everybody.
Thank you, Nate. Heat 2 brought to you by FK Rod Ends Ohio. Shake and Bake, TJ Downs rounds out the field out of Albion for FK Rod Ends Heat Race number 2. Here we go. Look at this. John Rivers trying to get the Kmart 2-for-1 discount. Can he go 3 wide? We'll see. Mike Wonderling, great jump from him. He takes the lead over David Pangrazio as they're all dancing off of turn number 4. A big hornet's nest across the start-finish line. DuBois in 3rd. John Rivers 4th. Jimmy Johnson trying to get the high groove to work here. Oh, up the wall goes the 39J. He bounced off of it. That may cost him a spot, though, to Easler. They stay side by side off the corner. Easler is through. He moves up to fifth. For the race lead, though, Pangrazio pulls up to the quarter panel of Mike Wonderling, but just can't get the bite off at turn 2. So Mikey able to hold on in car number 18 with 3 laps complete in FK Heat 2. Field mostly spread out single file. David Pangrazio second, Dave DuBois third, John Rivers fourth, Ben Easler fifth, Jimmy Johnson sixth, Dusty Waters seventh, TJ Downs eighth, Bud Watson is ninth. Closest battle on track, still watching that race for the lead as Kid Cool trying to do everything to pass Mikey Wonderling for the race lead. Pangrazio peeks downstairs where Papa hides the wine. Can he get it off the corner? Not just yet. It's a car length and a half separating the top 2. Oh, has a chance there, but has to left. Mike hanging on for right now. These two, though, still all good for the Sunoco Dash. Dave DuBois is hoping the top 2 just get into it. Man, Kid Cool trying to grab that race lead, forcing his way in there, but Mike Wonderling prevails. Fantastic defense by the number 18. 2 sticks in the air, 2 to go in FK Rod Ends Heat Race number 2. And now it's 3 cars under a blanket. Dave DuBois trying to show that it does take 3 to tango. But I don't know if it's going to be enough to try and get a chance on Pangrazio for the second spot. Behind them, Rivers, Easler, the race for 4th. Again, Easler pulling up to the quarter panel, but just couldn't get the drive off the corner. He does know this time. Nearly side by side. Rivers still has him cleared. Still watching the race for the win in Heat 2. Pangrazio trying to get one last shot of this heat win on Mike Wonderling. Who drives it in deep, won't be enough. Checkers wave. Mike Wonderling, your winner in FK Rod Ends Heat 2. Pangrazio second, Dave DuBois third, John Rivers fourth, Ben Easler fifth, Jimmy Johnson in sixth, Dusty Waters seventh, TJ Downs eighth, and Bud Watson in ninth. A great heat win for the driver out of Wellsville, New York, in car number 18, the Poppy Seed Floristry, Light Souls, Cartwright, Maple Tree, Murphy's Logging, Close Racing Supply, Zolat's number 18. How about it for Mike Wonderling? So Mikey will go through the scales. We'll have FK Rod Ends Heat 3 coming up in just a moment for the Huffis Auto and Truck Supply. Flynn's Tire Gunners Honey Touring Series for our Rush Late models, presented by Born to Run Lubricants. A hard-earned heat win for Mike Wonderling. Got it done, and he'll talk with our own Nate in just a matter of moments.
Well, fans, I'm down here with Mike Wonderling. Mike, I seem to remember a certain group chat that you said you're not very good here, but you just held off a pretty good 136 to win that heat race.
Yeah. I got a really good time on the start. You know, I didn't want to jump him, but I figured the only way I was going to beat him if I got him on the start. I wasn't going to pass David here on the bottom. He's pretty good up here, and this place and I aren't the best of friends, but we started the night off right. We timed good. That was the biggest thing, and we got the heat win, and hopefully draw a good number for the dash and go from there.
Yeah, awesome. Hey, congratulations once again. Good luck in the feature tonight. Mike Wonderling, everybody.
So Mike Wonderling wins FK Rod Ends Heat Race number 2. The lineup for Heat 3 has Chad Holman on the 2, transfer into the Sunoco Dash. Everyone makes it into the A-main. Regardless, they come to Mike Rinniger's green flag. Here we go. Heat 3 underway. Austin Allen, great time jump there over Chad Holman, as they're all doing pace laps at speeds of about 80 miles an hour down the back chute. Holman trying to clear Allen, sends it in, nearly a slide job there into the corner. Allen fighting back, great drive off turn 4 on the cushion. Allen leads lap 1. Holman, though, trying to answer back, pulled up to the bumper. They were just about dead even exiting turn 2, but Allen able to clear. Hauser third. Wheel to wheel in the corner, Jason Knowles, the Jet, easily makes his way past Bill Taylor. Knowles is up to 4th. Holman fighting back on Austin Allen. These two know how to race each other very clean and with a lot of respect. Meanwhile, Brad Messler passed Bill Taylor up to the 5th position. We'll see if he can grab some more. But Holman all over the spoiler of the Canisteo win, not just for Bryce Davis, but also Austin Allen himself. They call themselves the Canisteo Connection down to the Woodhull Raceway. But Chad Holman, past Genesee winner, one of Flynn's Tire Gunners Honey Touring Series race in 2022, wants to steal that heat win. Side by side for position, Demetrius Strelos tries to take 6 from Bill Taylor through 1 and 2, tries to roll through like a hot knife through butter, and he does. Strelos makes his way up to 6th. 5 laps complete, 3 laps to go at FK Rodens Heat 3. Holman leaning on that quarter panel of Austin Allen, trying to grab that race lead, just hanging on for dear life. But Allen trying to open up some car length. Let's see what he can do. 2 sticks in the air, 2 laps to go. Holman peeking, was all over the left rear sneaker of Allen for just a moment, but just can't get the best drive. Jason Knowles, meanwhile, nice drive off at turn 2. Tries to get even with Austin Hauser for 3rd. White flag waves, final lap for Austin Allen. Holman trying to look for one last shot there. Kicked a little dust up in turn number 1. Hangs on to it. But it's Austin Allen in the number 32A. Battling for points. 5th in points on the season coming in. Your winner at FK Rodens Heat 3. Chad Holman 2nd, Austin Hauser 3rd, Jason Knowles 4th, Brad Messler 5th, Demetrius Strelos 6th, Bill Taylor 7th, and Jake Wilbur in 8th. But your FK Rodens Heat Race number 3 winner out of Rexville, the Victor Zugaby Excavation, Huberta Service Station, Johnny and June Salon, Empire Crushing Asanapa number 32A. How about it for Austin Allen? So again, we'll see the top 2 that were in each heat out of the Sunoco Dash. Your FK Heat winners get $25 courtesy of FK Rodens. But coming up next, we will have our mini stock heats in just a moment. But first off, we'll just have to get Austin Allen through the scales, and then he will talk with our own Nate.
Well, fans, I'm down here with Austin Allen. Austin, you started P2. You had to make the unconventional pass here down in 3 and 4. That's usually not the preferred line down here, but you made it stick and you drove away, and you kept a good Chad Holman behind you the rest of the time.
Yeah, anytime you can beat Chad at a place, especially like here, it's you got a good car. And I see he got a little tight down there in 3, and I was hoping he'd leave me a little bit of room, and he did. And we raced hard, and we stayed off each other, and it was a really good race.
Awesome. Well, hey, what's it going to take to put this thing in victory lane tonight? There's a lot of good cars here.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing's going to be getting a good draw here for the dash, and then staying perfect out there and keeping up with the track, because you're racing against the best. If you slip up once, you're going to get passed.
Awesome. Well, hey, congratulations, your heat race again. Austin Allen, everybody. Good luck in the feet.